What up, y'all? It's your boy Martine, aka the Boxing Purist. Welcome once again to the Truth and Absolute channel, where I speak the truth and nothing but the truth. So help me, good God Almighty. What up, y'all? How's everyone doing? Has everyone been? I hope you have been enjoying this Christmas season. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. I hope that every day is great for you. You know what I'm saying? All praise be to God. Anyway, so the boxing world. A little bit of news going around right now. I kind of wanted to touch on. I wanted to ask a couple of questions. Okay. Anyway, let's start off with my man, Ryan Garcia. Okay. We saw Ryan a few weeks back against Omar Duarte, right? Now, this is the thing about that fight. Obviously, it was a good performance because he knocked the dude out. But up until that point, I didn't see much improvement in Ryan like I spoke about in my last video. Anyway, long story short, we saw that Ryan is trying to get Rolly in the ring. We saw that he's trying to get Devin Haney in the ring. Now, I guess him and Rolly had a back and forth on Twitter where Rolly pretty much asked Ryan, like, wait, we're fighting? Like, it was news to Rolly. Who knows what's up with that? Maybe, Ryan was calling him out. Rolly didn't realize it. Or maybe Rolly's trying to say, I don't pay attention to you, Ryan Garcia, like everyone else does. I'm sorry. But wait, you said what? We're fighting? Maybe he was doing something like that. Who knows? But now we know that, he pretty much is trying to set up a fight with Devin Haney. Haney, of course, and Tank Davis had a little back and forth on Twitter. And obviously Ryan kind of jumped into that and said, yo, Devin, you came in at 165 for your last fight. Coming into this fight with Tank, he will put a hydration clause on you. He will not fight you at that weight. Pretty much telling him, Devin, if you're looking for a fight for Tank, there's going to be all kinds of things in that contract that are going to go against you. Pretty much what Ryan was saying. So then Ryan pretty much started saying, yo, I'm going to get my people to reach out to Devin Haney's people so we can make the fight happen. I think Devin Haney said something like true or facts or something like that. Anyway, so we're looking at a possible showdown between Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. Now, it's a good matchup because we know Devin Haney's boxing skills are superior to Ryan's. We know that Ryan is the faster fighter. We know he's the bigger puncher and he's the bigger fighter. Right? And, they have history inside of the ring. In the amateurs, they fought 6 times, Ryan winning 3, Devin Haney winning the other 3. Obviously, this fight would be at 140. Obviously, Devin Haney would be the A side because he has the belt. Ryan would obviously get the bigger purse because he's bringing in, 80% of the people that would watch and buy that fight on pay-per-view because of his following. The guy's, the kid's famous. He's popular. Anyway, so that's a possibility that we got coming. I don't know. I think that they might do, I don't want to say a tune-up, but one fight before to build the fight up more. It would only make sense to have Ryan fight Rolly if they can make that fight, boost him up even more, amplify the fight even more, and then have him fight Devin. Who knows how it's going to play out? We shall see. However, on another note, my man Canelo Alvarez. So there's been talk, and I've seen reports, I've seen it on the IG, that it's possible that Canelo may be fighting Jaime Munguia next in May. Now, I know Munguia has a fight against John Ryder coming up here pretty soon. I don't know the exact date. John Ryder, of course, the guy that fought Canelo, about a year ago now, almost a year ago, in his comeback fight when he fought in Mexico. So the only thing that I see happening is Munguia fighting Ryder, and then them making the Canelo fight, which, to me, the fight doesn't really make sense as far as Canelo Munguia, right? When I first read that, I was like, Munguia? I'm thinking like, what about David Benavidez or Jamal Charlo at the very least? You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like, yo, what's going on? I'm over here in my head thinking that these last 2 fights with PBC is Canelo's retirement run. It would make sense to, and that's why I'm thinking, why not fight David right now? So I'm thinking that David is going to be pushed back to September. Now the Munguia fight, back to that. I don't think Munguia has anything to offer Canelo. However, what he does have to offer Canelo is a really nice dancing partner inside that ring. Munguia has not lost. He's undefeated. I mean, his record is, so-so. I'm not a huge fan of how the dude fights. He's just a wild fighter. I mean, he could throw a lot of punches. He's tough. He's rugged, right? He has grit. But as far as boxing skills, Munguia doesn't possess a lot. Canelo does. So although it doesn't make sense for any other thing for Canelo in his career at this point, Nonetheless, it would serve as a good action fight. A fight that would probably be all action until it got stopped. Canelo probably stopped him halfway through. Now, the question I have for you guys, okay? This is the question. You might have thought in the beginning title that it was already stamped, but no, it's just a question for you guys. How would you guys feel since we know David Benavidez, the Mexican monster, is a big 168 fighter? You know, any given day, David probably walks around 200 plus pounds. You've seen David. You can see that naturally he's a bigger guy that can make weight. So a question for you guys. How would y'all feel if Canelo put a rehydration clause on David Benavidez when that fight happens? If that fight takes place, hopefully it happens soon, how would you guys feel about Canelo putting a rehydration clause on David, telling him maybe that, hey, you can't come on any bigger than a light heavyweight on fight night, which would be what? 9 pounds over 7 pounds over the 168 super middleweight limit. How would y'all feel about that? And I'm asking this question because certain fan bases, right? A lot of the Canelo, people that just don't like Canelo and are cheering on David for the simple fact that he might be the one to dethrone Canelo. How would y'all feel about it? You know what I'm saying? And I'm asking this because Tank put that on Ryan, which whatever, the past is past, it's done. You know what I'm saying? But after this last week, a couple weeks ago, when Devin Haney fought his fight and came in pretty much damn near the size of a super middleweight, there wasn't much talk about how big he came in. So my question, so it got pushed to the side. There's different standards for different fighters that we tend to do. So my question to you guys, and drop a comment down below, how would y'all feel if Canelo put a rehydration clause on David? And did you feel the same way when Tank did it to Ryan Garcia? All right, so anyway, y'all, drop comments down below. I love engaging with you guys. Hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Let's keep it pumping, yo. Much love. God bless y'all. I'll speak to y'all soon. Peace.